Hey, what's going on, guys? I know you can all relate to the feeling of really loving a certain mobile suit's design and Bandai just refusing to make a model kit of it. We all have them no matter what it is. One of the ones that's always been on the top of my list has been the Rozen Zulu. I've always wanted a master grade or at least 1/100 scale kit, and RE would be okay as well, of the Rozen Zulu, but I'm just waiting and waiting, and sometimes in these cases where we're just waiting for Bandai to eventually make the kit, a garage kit company will step up to the plate and either make a full resin kit or at least a resin conversion kit. Usually in 1/100 scale, more often than not, it's a conversion kit because this just makes more sense. So that's what we got in this case. Topless Studio stepped up to the plate and made a conversion kit here to make a 1/100 scale Rozen Zulu using a master grade Sinanju as the base. So just one quick note is that it does have to be the master grade Sinanju, not the Sinanju Stein, so just be aware of that. So I did also pick up the master grade Sinanju OVA version, so I'll build this guy up. I'll do the full unboxing and review of that for you guys separately. We'll talk more about that. We'll do that first, and then I'll need to take everything back off of that to use its frame for making the Rozen Zulu here with this garage kit. So let's get into it. We'll go through the unboxing. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about Stickler Studios. Stickler Studios is the company that sent this to me, so a big thank you to them. They're basically an online shop. They sell other companies' resin conversion kits and things like that, but they also develop their own. So they've got a line of kits that they've developed themselves, and they also sell stuff from companies like Topless Studios here. So they have a Facebook page, which I think is probably convenient for a lot of you because I'm sure you're all on Facebook, but their main selling page is on Taobao. So if you're unfamiliar with Taobao, I did a video talking about another company on there before, but basically it's a Chinese proxy site, so you can go on there and make an account, and you should be able to order directly from their page on Taobao without any problem. But if you do have any other issues or something like that, I'm sure you can probably contact them via their Facebook page. That's how I've been in touch with them. So just check out their Facebook page, and the link to their Taobao page is there. I'll put the link to both of them down in the video below. So big thank you to them, and hopefully we'll be reviewing some more kits from them in the future because they make a lot of really cool stuff. Check out some of the conversion kits and things that they've got there that they're working on, and other ones that they're selling from other companies. In the meantime, let's take a dive into the Rozen Zulu kit here and see how it looks. Okay, so right off the bat, pretty plain around on the outside. I don't think I've ever seen a resin conversion kit or something that had like a lot of artwork on the outside of it, and I think that probably has to do with them trying to avoid having any legal issues, because as far as I know, these are not actually official. They're not licensed products, so they would technically be bootlegs of intellectual property, but let's just call them unofficial garage kits. So anyway, so I think just to avoid that, they usually don't put a lot of stuff on the outside of the box. That could be the reason. I could be wrong, there could be other reasons, but that would be my guess. Anyway, so there's what it looks like around on the outside. Got just some really basic info there. Topless. I think it doesn't actually even say the name of the kit that's inside here anywhere on that actually. And it doesn't even say on the back either. Nope, nothing. But as soon as we open up the box, you've got some beautiful, nice big photos here. And this is like photo paper. Like a really thick like cardstock photo paper there. So just got a nice big back shot there of the painted completed kit there, their sample build. It looks really, really nice, super nicely detailed, and of course it's just beautiful in 1/100 scale. On the back side of that, you've got basically the parts layout. So I think there's nothing really else in the way of instructions for this, so you're kind of left to figure it out on your own, but it seems pretty self-explanatory. It does give you the look here. So like, here's the waist unit of the frame from the Sinanju, and it tells you where to cut. You have to cut a little bit there, cut a little bit there to put these parts on there, which should be pretty self-explanatory. I don't think it shouldn't be too complicated. The same thing goes to the leg here. I think it's just basically replacing the armor parts for the most part. Nothing really too complicated about that. Maybe have to put a few parts there together, like for the knee. But we'll go through it. I don't know, maybe on their website there's more thorough instructions, possibly. I'd have to go and check. I don't remember offhand. Again, just like about the backpack, you'll have to cut that little bit off there. Just plugging the parts into there. And then we've got the front shot here. Very nice looking, super sharp. Of course, looking good there. Just the font there at the bottom, and then here's just going over parts for the head and the body and the arms and shoulders there. So you have to cut a bunch off the shoulder frame there, cut the little bits off the front and all of that. So there you go, should be pretty fun. We've got some water slide decals here. Take a look at these. They're custom water slides for this. Got some in white and light gray and dark gray there. A few of the propellant tank logos, stuff like that. Neo Xeon logos, Rozen Zulu. So a bunch of custom markings there. So it's not really like a whole lot of generic caution markings. This is all like the custom markings specifically for this. Then for any other sort of like generic caution markings and things like that, which you can see on here, I think. So those you'll just have to use. These are just generic like high-Q decals, just marking decals on there. So it's only including the ones for like the major markings, which is fine. Everyone's got high-Q decals. Now this, I believe, if I remember correctly, was just an exclusive for the first batch only. So this is, I think this is the shield arm, or just the shield. I can't remember if it's like the shield arm for like the episode 7 version, or if it's just the shield in general. I think it might be just the shield in general. I'll put a little something here to let you guys know about that. But also a couple of the like I want to say rose bits, but I know that's not right. That's from G Gundam. There's 4 of them anyway, of the like open flying rose flower funnel things that it's got. So I think the regular version is not going to come with this. Like later versions, it's just a first round exclusive. So you've got 4 of those open. There's like the outer part there and the inner part. Now we'll take a look at these in some more detail as we get into the bulk of this. I just wanted to show that to you first. So that bag was just set out first. Then we've got just a bunch more parts in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It looks like. Let's go down here, and they're all stapled together conveniently. Let's just take a look at one of the larger parts here. Just for example, this would be one of the shoulder parts here. Obviously, you can see some of that really nice fine detail in there. You got a little bit of flash like here around on the edge, but just some sanding should clear that up. And I think like inside there, this little bit, if I can point this out to you, make this a little bit easier. Like this little bit in here, maybe you have to just run through that with the scriber again just to clean out that line there. But otherwise, I mean, the details do look pretty nice. You can see this nice sharp little detail up here around on the top. So just a little bit of just cleanup on some of these parts and just some sanding. Otherwise, it looks good. You can see you've got the holes there already set for us for plugging that on. Let's take a look at another piece here. This is an armor piece from the leg. You can see some nice detail there, but this one also, what is that? The molding looks a bit weird here, but I think it's just a like super fine detail. So the way that kind of molded just looks a bit weird, but I think once it's actually like primed and everything, that should look really nice. You can see like from the side here, it's this like little fine little row of detail there. Just like from this side, it looks like it didn't quite like fill in inside there, but it would be just like pen aligned anyway. So you'll just have to just fill that in with some pen aligner. But you can see like inside the vent there, that really nice sharp detail up inside there. And then even on the underside of the part, oh no, I was thinking that there was some detail there, but it's actually just kind of just nothing really there, just kind of that. But basically just taking a look through all of these, the detail on them is all looking really nice. You have all these little tiny pieces in here as well, and yeah, everything is looking good. I'll have to go through and check, make sure all the parts are there. It's important, but everything looks good. I think just some minor cleanup, and it shouldn't really be all too difficult. So yeah, looking nice. So pretty stoked about this. I love the Rozen Zulu, so I'm really looking forward to working on this kit. And yeah, even though this one is from Topless Studio, I do really like the look of some of the stuff that Stickler Studios is working on or has worked on in the past as well. So hopefully we'll be able to take a look at a kit from them as well in the future. But again, the links to their Facebook page and their Taobao page are down below. Do check those out, guys, if you like are looking to get into some of this kind of like more nicely detailed dress-up kits and things like that, especially for your master grade kits. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Bye bye.